How's it going? It's Charles Botenston. Today I'm going to be talking a little bit about willpower. And this is going to be based on a book I read about last year called The Willpower Instinct by Kelly McGonigal. I forgot her name, but she's done TED Talks. She's unbelievable. The book breaks down absolutely everything when it comes to willpower, why we gain it, how do we gain it, why do we lose it, and it's human nature. It's regardless of the circumstance, a scientist, or at least her, will be able to tell you your willpower, how high it is. Are you going to be able to survive a certain situation that you're put in? So how do you lose willpower? Willpower is lost when you have been drinking, when you have already given into small areas that you normally would say no to. So say we're at dinner and for an appetizer, you order something that's unhealthy. Well, your ability to say no, and then you say you order something as the main course at the restaurant that's also unhealthy, your ability to say no to dessert is probably going to be zero. Because you're like, you know what, screw it. I already had something crappy for an appetizer. I had something unhealthy for an entree. Why not just add on to it? And that's the biggest thing, is that why not just add on to it? Why not just continue doing what I'm doing? I've already gone this far. I've already eaten crappy. Why not just go 100%? And that's the crux of the book. And it is so interesting because I've talked about, and I've been self-aware that when I go in a direction that's right or wrong, my momentum to keep on going is unbelievable. In other words, my momentum to keep on doing something that is not good for me, say I wake up later than I normally would. Then I wake up later than I normally would, and then say I don't make my bed. I'm already doing things that are in the wrong direction. So I just continue it. Then I eat an unhealthy breakfast. Or here's a perfect example. You wake up late on a Saturday. I don't know why my phone is ringing. 248-2614. Oh, that's weird. That's my home phone. Let's just turn that off. So say you wake up on a Saturday, and make sure I'm still all lined up. You wake up Saturday, you're hungover, you're tired, you're just groggy and everything else. Your ability to say no to crappy breakfast, like say Dunkin' Donuts donut, or you go to a diner, or you go to brunch, you're gonna order, you're like, you know what, I'm hungover, who cares? It's not a big deal. I'm just gonna order something really, that's not going to taste, it's going to taste amazing, but it's not going to be good for my body. Why not? I'm hungover. Your willpower is strongest in the morning. Your willpower is strongest when you're healthy. In other words, you're not drunk, you're not high, you're awake and alive and vibrant. When you're groggy and it's late at night and it's like, I had a long day at work, so you make an excuse to go have a piece of pizza, or you have an excuse to go and have a not healthy dinner because I put in the time. And to be honest, this book is amazing. You gotta read it. It goes into as well as why we donate, why we spend money. Perfect example. You buy a computer. An add-on to the computer is, say, a cool stand where the keyboard is going to go, or a more expensive mouse. So why do you buy a computer? I have an iMac right here. The iMac is, I don't know, $1,200. The iMac also, when you're on the checkout page, has less expensive things. But if they offered that before the iMac, you're like, why would I buy this? But then after the iMac, you're saying, well, I already spent $1,200. Why not spend another 50, 40, 60, 100, 200? And those are the add-ons. That's why the car salesperson comes to you and like, oh, you know what, for an extra $50 or $100 or $1,000, you can do this. Oh, you just bought that computer, a 5-year protection is only $69.99. And it's like, that was offered to me. I was out couch shopping, and I didn't buy anything. But the guy kept on like talking about the 5-year plan, and I'm like, dude, if I have this thing for 5 years, I'm like, that's a bonus. I'm like, that's a huge deal. And he kept on selling it. In my mind, I'm a sales guy. In my mind, I'm like, does this guy make commission on it? Like, why does he keep on, sell me the couch first? I haven't even bought a couch, and this guy's selling me the 5-year plan. He's like, with the 5-year plan, it's blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, I don't want a 5-year plan, bro. I've been saying it for the last 20 minutes. I don't want a 5-year plan. I ended up leaving, not buying a couch, not buying his 5-year plan. And it's like, I understand once I buy the couch, it's an easier sell to, I buy a $1,500 couch or an $800 couch or whatever the cost of the couch is. You add in a upgraded mattress, you add in the tax, you add in the shipping, then you're like, why, who cares? Yeah, add in the 5-year plan. But he's selling me the 5-year plan when I haven't even bought a couch. Dude, what you gotta do is sell me the couch for $1,000. Add in the shipping, $150 to Manhattan. The upgraded mattress, because I was getting a pull-out for the couch, is $300. Then you add in the tax, which is another $200. I'm looking at $1,500. Then be like, oh, by the way, for only $69, you can get a 5-year plan. Dude, stop talking about it. I'm like, let me figure out the couch. So your willpower, okay, so it's been all over the place. But in short, your willpower is strongest in the morning when you're not hungover, when you had a great night's sleep. You can say no to a lot more things and yes to the right things. You can say yes to eating healthy. You can say yes to making your bed. So notice when your willpower is the weakest. It's the weakest when you're gambling. It's the weakest when you're drunk, when you're tired, when you already have been on a path of negativity, like not eating well, or you're hungover, like I said before. Like this morning, I didn't wake up in the best of spirits, and I still made a shake, a juice, I should say, a green juice. It didn't taste good at all, but you know what? It's better than not just drinking water. Like, yes, I put water in there. Yeah, I could have had water, but I was like, and I still made it. It's like I fought the willpower. The easy willpower in any circumstance is to say no. No. That's the easiest way. It's the easiest is just say, you know what? No, I'm not going to make my bed. No, I'm not going to eat healthy. No, it's to say yes to the bad things and no to the good things. That's what I'm coming down to. Also, when you spend a lot of money, when you've already gambled, when you are away on vacation or you're at a seminar. I spend so much money at seminars, it's ridiculous. When I'm at a seminar and I'm drinking the Kool-Aid and say I'm at Tony Robbins, I'm like, oh, sign me up. I was just at a guy, Brian Buffini, who's a real estate coach. I signed up for his 1-year program, a couple of thousand there. And it's like, would I've signed up for it if I was in my office and they were offering it? No, probably not. But that's actually really smart, is that when you're in a seminar, you sell your products. The seminar was cheap, but the products were expensive. And I came home with that and something else. And it's like, if I was online and I saw that, would I buy it? Probably not. But you know what? I did. I ended up buying it. So when you're at a seminar, when you're actually drinking the Kool-Aid, when you're in the moment, the other is when you're on a vacation. What I'm getting down to, when you're on a vacation, you spend so much money. It's like, you're just saying like, screw it, why not? I'm in the moment. Vacation, I could see it's a little bit different because you want the experience. It's the experience. I've always said that. I feel your experience is way more important than your money. Money is very important, but to be honest, your time and the experiences you have are way more important, in my opinion. So notice your willpower. When is it the lowest? How do you fight it? When you fight it, you then have the willpower to do other things that take more willpower. So waking up on time, kind of willpower, kind of not. Going to the gym right after you wake up, lots of willpower. You come out of the gym, it's then easy to eat healthy. It's then easy to be vibrant during the day. But if you say no to the gym, it layers throughout the day. into the negative land. You say no to the gym, or you say no to waking up. Say you don't wake up on time. You then don't go to the gym. Then you don't eat healthy because you're in a rush. Then you're groggy. Then it just layers. Then you're throughout the day. Then at night you're like, well, I already had a crappy breakfast. I already didn't go to the gym. I already had a bad day. Why don't I just eat pizza? You know, you're like, why not? So listen, we're at 10 minutes right now on the video, 11 minutes. It really comes down to you saying yes to the right things. And how do you say yes? It starts with the little yeses. And I explained this yesterday. The little yeses throughout the day, making your bed, then you go to the gym, then you eat healthy because you've already done those two things. Then you go throughout the day just more enthusiastic and alive and smiling and enjoying life. And it really all comes down to willpower. I highly recommend you pick up the book. I read it last year, and it's just coming back now on how important the book is. I actually may pick it up again because it is unbelievable, the research that she's done. She's done TED Talks about it. She's talked to Google and other great companies that need to understand why they don't have willpower at certain circumstances, why the bigger the willpower, she calls it activation energy. Was it her or Mel Robbins? I forgot. It was Kelly McGonigal or Mel Robbins. Mel Robbins wrote Stop Saying You're Fine, another amazing book. Kelly McGonigal. I'm totally butchering her name. Sorry, Kelly. But when you're on a good path, it's easier to say no to bad things, and your willpower is higher. You know, if they put a piece of chocolate in front of you and you've been exercising, you'd be going to the gym, you're about to run a marathon, it's easy to say no. But when you're in a crappy mood and you're just like, actually eating that piece of chocolate, like perfect example. So I have oatmeal. In here, I don't know if you could see it. Can't really see it. But in here, for my oatmeal, hopefully I'm still zoomed in. For my oatmeal, maybe I wasn't the whole time, but for my oatmeal, I have brown sugar and raisins. I literally take out individually the raisins. The willpower to say no to the brown sugar is unbelievable because it tastes way better with brown sugar. Trust me, I've tried it. And for me to say no, the other thing is to cut out the coffee. I got to cut out the coffee. Coffee is just, especially now, I'm kind of groggy. I was out for my buddy's rehearsal dinner last night, so we drank and da-da-da. The willpower this morning was hard to do a lot of things. I didn't go to the gym, so it just shows I'm trying to still eat healthy. I do a lot of willpower, but recognize when you have lots of willpower. It's always in the morning. Start it off right. Start your day off right. Say no to things that you should not be eating, things that you should be doing, making your bed. And I've talked about the importance of making your bed. It's just something small that you do every single day that is a habit, and it's a good habit, and you come home to a clean room, things like that. Anyway, I'm Charles Post. If you have any questions, let me know. I love Instagram. That's my favorite social media network. And obviously subscribe to my videos, and I'll be coming out with a video every single day for a year, every single weekday, I should say, for a year. And today it took a lot of willpower to do this video, but I did it, and I feel amazing. I'll talk to you guys on Monday. Yep, that didn't turn it off. Now I